Good morning, people. Good morning. Today is Monday, December 4th, 2023. Here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from where you are to someplace better. That's it. No big deal. As I say every day, that's it. No big deal. Just trying to help you get from where you are to someplace better. And we do that through the documents that are contained in the description down below from the links. So in the description down below, it tells you how to do the podcast, but there are links in there to documents that have the actual stuff, the links to the experts. Yeah, I know it sounds a little bit complicated and confusing and unwell created sentence, but go to the description down below. And while you're there, share, thumbs up, click on the bell, like, you know the thing. Just do all of that stuff while you're there. But that's where the real magic is. Well, the real magic is if you show up every day. If you show up every day, create a routine, turn it into habit, you will then proceed in a positive way along your journey. So I'm wondering if Wada Bevy is here. Today is day one of a new routine, my winter routine, which is go to the gym. Jeannie Newberry. Carl's still in the hospital. Wow. All right. Prayers for Carl, everyone. Prayers for Carl. 94-year-old, very tough guy. Lived a great life in the outback of Tonopah for, I don't know, a couple decades perhaps, but maybe longer. So best wishes to Carl. 93. Okay, Carl was 93. He's not 94. At that age, does it really matter? Okay, we're younger. We want to be younger. Okay, good job, Jeannie. Glad you're here. So our goal is to help you get from where you are to someplace better, from someday Isle to Successlandia, and showing up is 90% of it. Just showing up. In fact, in life, 90% is just showing up. All right, so let's start with our, so in the description down below are the directions. I'm not going to get into the directions about what we do. The worksheet today is going to say the 2 + 3 part podcast, because we're only doing 2 parts live, 3 parts after. But let's start with our breathing exercise. So we start with an exhale. Okay, there we go. So part 1 down. Part 2 is going to be planning. When the podcast is over, we're going to want you to do attitude of gratitude. Get started out in the right direction. Directions are down below. The instructions are down below on how to do that. It is a 3-part process for attitude of gratitude. Then right after that, review yesterday. That's a 4-step or 4-question process. And then lastly, when the third thing you do when the podcast is over is spend a minute, project your day. Where are you going? Project the day. See it going in through the future to the time you get your head hits the pillow at night. Project that and then just go do it. All right. Okay. So now for me, my new plan is at 6:30, once I posted the podcast, etc., is to go to the gym, go for an adventure, go to the gym, see what is there, and kind of do an exercise there. maybe go up to the other gym, which is on the north side, but I don't know if that opens this early, so I will be at the main gym in Pahrump at just after 6:30, and my goal is to be back here by 7:30. And then to start the Bible study at 8. That's the goal. Do Bible study from 8 to 8:50, and then at 9 o'clock we're rocking and rolling with the day. So that's kind of the current plan for right now. Oh, there's Wadabevi. Wadabevi has arrived. I think you should find an emoji that's instead of like this, it's huh. Okay. So planning in solitude. Okay, so the planning stage. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Work your plan your work, and work your plan. It's that simple. Okay, here's some advice from an 80-year-old. Visit friends and relatives when they are in the hospital. You need only stay a few minutes. Okay, so Jeannie, let me know where Carl is. I'll be in Las Vegas tomorrow. Try to go by if they'll allow me. So that would be great. Next, say something great is going to happen to me today. That wasn't really a lot of energy. Oh, that wasn't a lot of energy. Okay. Something great is going to happen to me today. Something great is going to happen to me today. Always look on the bright side of life. Seek discomfort. We did the advice from the 80-year-old. Have your 3 simple goals for today. Mine are on Google Tasks now. I've moved over to Google Tasks, so it's easy for me to do it, get that little shot of dopamine. But more importantly, build routines, daily routines. It helps me build a daily routine, and then the routine becomes a habit. And then when it's a habit and you don't do it, you don't feel good. So it kind of pushes you to do it. Okay, our 6 important things for today. Yes, I've got to work on that. Got a lot of important stuff to do. This is going to be a big week. Okay, so down below, something to look forward to. If you go to the worksheet, Professor Andrew Huberman talks about his believing in God and praying every day. Wow, interesting. Stanford neuroscientist believes in God, prays every day. Cool. Our TED Talk for today, this is day 1, week 1, in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Day 1, week 1. So that means it's Dr. Daniel Amen talking about the brain, talking about brain scans, talking about how easy it is to damage the brain. And the brain can be damaged, so not defective, but damaged in 5 general ways. Alcohol, drugs, traumatic brain injury, brain disease, and something growing on your brain. So, and the importance of having a brain scan to figure out what's going on. Then once you have a brain scan, then you can start a brain smart program. And here at novum-u is a brain smart program. That's what it is designed to be. It's a brain smart program designed around becoming successful in life. And success is a function. The formula for success is a function of money times meaning and purpose. Yes, you have to have money, but you also, more importantly, have to have meaning and purpose, because you can't be successful without that. So it's money multiplied by meaning and purpose. How you put the money together, meaning is action, and you apply money to it, you're going to make a lot of things happen. Think Sister Teresa. Think Homeboy Industries. But think about those things: money, times, meaning, and purpose. Okay, cool, great. Let's see, daily stoic, greater willpower, perseverance, self-discipline, backed by science. Okay. Let's see. Okay, thank you, Jeannie. Let's see. That's Inc. magazine. Seth Godin is about the staircase, the 60-day staircase. So I like that. I want to comment on two things. The thing happening right now, write a little blog post, and if you don't have a blog, an imaginary blog post that's going to be posted 60 days from now. So write something about Google Tasks, put it on your blog to be published 60 days from now, and then look at it in 60 days. And the point is, things that seem like catastrophes today are really not so bad 60 days from now. Okay, cool. Next, rock tumbler, Darren Daly. Darren Hardy in the Darren Daly post talks about Steve Jobs talking about his approach. One of the approaches he has at work is he uses a metaphor. He says one of his favorite metaphors is the metaphor of when he was a young teenager, guy down the street called over, showed him a rock on, let it tumble for a day, came back, and the rocks were polished. And so Steve got from that, if you put people in a situation where they have to rub against each other and test their ideas, look for something new, then good things will happen. So, and he would apply that work. Also, Andy Grove did that at Intel, was a very big believer in bumping up against one another, putting a little bit of pressure, not really a crucible, but a rock tumbler. So a crucible would be the ultimate extreme of that. So most people seek comfort. The rock tumbler is get in situations where you're testing your beliefs, you're pushing yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, not crushing. It's not a rock crusher. It's just a tumbler. You're exposed to different ideas, different people, different thoughts. Instead of running away, you don't have to run away. You also don't have to do the Jocko, run towards it, fist clenched into the fight. No, this is just, you're going to be rubbed up against people and you're going to be polished, knowing that. The polishing comes from the friction. Friction. Can you say friction? Friction. That's a nice sounding word. Friction kind of sounds like what it is. So friction is good. Not too much. But a rock tumbler, boom, 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 rocks rubbing against, not being forced against one another, just their weight, boom, and the sand, a little grit in there, boom, more and more and more and more and more. And I think we have a rock tumbler here. If we do, another project. What is this guy, crazy? Okay, so with that, I think we'll call it a day. Seek discomfort. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yesterday was the only easy day. Okay, so Jeannie says if she's got a lot of stuff going on, and if she can do it, so can you. Right. Rock tumbler. Maybe we need to have another logo, Wada Bevy, sort of like the ignition spirituality, have a rock tumbler, have something similar to that, if there's a simple way to create one. All right, and with that, we're going to say end cut, and I'm going to post the things and head off to the gym. Gym? How about to the gym? Okay, and cut. Oops, and cut.